too mellow.
You get me? It's too.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like, Lord, yes, Jesus.
There needs to be a church that has that perfect balance. Like. You'll find the island like that.
Yeah, you won't.
So the options are go to a proper African church in Ireland or a proper white church.
Yeah, but then it's like solid rock and is the mixture.
I hate the sound of solid rock. I'd be so irritated.
They messed it up for sure. With their flipping drum shield or whatever they call it, drum cage. Mad people.
To be honest, with the drum cage, it shouldn't be an issue. You could still get proper mics on the drums and.
That's the drum house. It's not even a drum cage. Is that, bro? That has installation.
House.
It has installation and everything.
With the shower doors and all, you know.
Bro. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls,
Mummies and daddies,
aunties and uncles,
sons and daughters,
grandma and grandpas,
children of God,
children of the world,
great people,
weak people,
strong people,
tall people,
short people,
many people,
fat people, skinny people, buff people, ugly people,
beautiful
people.
people.
We're all inclusive here.
But do you remember we said beauty is in the high eye of, I said high.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Beauty, I was beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and then all the girls at the show were saying of the beholder. And yeah, that really meant something to them because
because
They were recognized.
that's weird.
like there is what we would say. I think there was the talk of objective beauty, and then there's beholder beauty.
Which
What?
is subjective.
Wait, objective is subjective.
No.
No.
It says beholder beauty is I'm saying
Which
beholder.
one is one that everyone can say? Okay,
Objective.
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 So that's the one everyone can
Everybody
say.
say that that's beauty.
So, but beholder beauty
Subjective,
is
that's
subjective
beholder beauty. So if you look at yourself in the mirror and tell
So
yourself,
which one are you?
I'm subjective. No, do you know what? No, listen.
We love a self-aware guy, honestly.
Objectively, I'm just bang center. Do you know what I mean?
Center.
A strong for him.
Yeah, strong for him, bang center. But subjectively, 10. Subjectively, like, anyone that looks at themselves in the mirror and says, "I'm beautiful today," yeah, you're subjective. It's beholder.
Except a few.
Huh?
Except a few.
What do you mean if you?
A few that are objectively, and they can look at themselves and they be telling
Yeah,
the
no.
truth. You know
Listen,
them ones.
some people don't need to look in the mirror to know that they're fine. You understand?
They just need to even just wake up.
Yeah, just wake up and you work out. People will tell you you're fine, but there's some people that's subjective.
There's
You're getting
some
one-
people that haven't heard they are fine in years.
Ever.
Since my kid.
Ever.
Since they were kids.
Oh, what a beautiful child.
No one has said, "Oh, you look good." He's always high.
But the funny part is there's some children that be like, oh,
But
you know some children.
If you are ugly, you will know because a kid will tell you.
Yeah.
Kids are honest.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True. But there's also like I think in school when you go when we, like in school, right? There was obviously the guy in school that every girl was talking about. Like by then you should have known.
Yeah, my school's name was Philip.
It's Philip.
Yeah, Philip was a good looking guy still.
We had no-
Philip does not sound like a good looking
Yeah,
name though.
until
Yeah,
you saw
Philip,
him.
yeah.
Until you saw him.
There's
Not gonna lie to you.
one good looking guy at my school called Gavin. Sounds like a good looking name. No?
Gavin.
Gav.
Gav, yeah. Gav.
It sounds like he spends his days in the pub, no?
Gavin was good looking. And he was captain of the football team. Yeah. All the girls crazy.
So
for him.
wait, good looking at leadership position. Stop.
Bro, do you know what I mean?
Stop.
Do you know what I mean? And there's another guy called Jay Daly.
And that one sounds beautiful.
Yeah, good looking guy. Good looking guy. But at the end of the day, even with the black guys, there were some black guys in my school that was getting girls. Like they were not that the girls were running to them, but they were putting the graft and they were getting the girls. And then there was guys like me that like. It was funny.
You got your first girl in college.
Huh?
No,
I was moving to church.
my guy goes, I knew my playground.
I knew my playground.
Conventional
But
roots.
school, like I only pulled like 2, man, and by then I just knew that because again, if
Wait,
you're
in secondary school or primary school?
secondary school, I was pulling outside of school, but in school I pulled 2.
How? You went to a mixed school, no?
Yeah, I only pulled 2. As in,
Are you saying that number
pulled
is bad?
outside of school,
The ratio
secondary.
is low.
Yeah, the ratio is low.
very low. Yeah, but
Low.
I pulled 2 in my school. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
In 6 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. That's low.
I pulled 2 in my school, but I was pulling outside of school.
Why do you think that
Nah,
is?
but no, it's even worse. You were in school from what? 8:30 to 3:30.
I also went
5
to
days a
school in
week.
Tala. What's the talent out there?
What?
The guy said Tala girls are not fine.
I know. No. Now.
That's what you just said.
Because Blanchester want to kill me. No, Tala.
No, boys.
No, but the girls in Tala, in my school now, because
Not fine.
overall Tala
Well, you went to
was.
St. Max, yeah? So the girls in St. Max
I won't
joined
lie.
what year?
No.
2000.
No, real talk. The girls in my school will run.
Lean into it.
Nah.
Lean into it.
McTominays. Yeah, not great.
Oh god.
But then as obviously now Tala's growing. Tala's better now than it was when I was in school. Just put it that way. Okay, so Tala girls are beautiful. Come on.
But I was in the barber shop like 3 weeks ago, yeah, and some fella walks up to me and goes, "You the man from the podcast, yeah?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "You man slagging Blanche, yeah?" He goes, "I hear you, pal."
Yeah.
That figure was a warning. You know why he did smile? I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "It's just banter, pal." Like,
Yeah, no, it was banter, but I heard some people were not really too happy about it. But
Oh, there was a.
No, there was one. We went to Settle's listening party, and a few boys was screwing me.
yeah.
Yeah, we were together now. I got.
there was
we
school.
got
There
the
wasn't
school
messing
together.
with you.
No, they weren't playing still.
Okay, do you know what? I only found out recently that you said the water was dirty. I didn't even know.
That was.
I didn't even know.
I said that. Yeah.
Yeah, you said they have dirty water. No, I
You said they don't have strong internet.
Okay, no.
No, to be honest, it is there because there's a lot of lime scale in my kettle.
Yeah, but I think that's an Irish problem. I don't think it's a black stuff.
No.
I don't think it's exclusive.
When I was
To,
living in Tala, I didn't have lime scale like that. I didn't have
you
lime
just
scale
didn't.
like that.
You didn't notice.
I didn't have lime scale like that. Nah.
You were enjoying
In
it.
Dundalk, I didn't have lime scale like that.
No. There was a diss track that came out from a Blanche person,
Yeah, I
which
saw
I
that.
thought was. Do you know what?
Well, it was ass though. Let's be honest.
It wasn't a good diss.
It wasn't good.
I respect it though. I was like,
No, like I like it, but
No.
it was ass.
No, like I respect the fact that like we said something I didn't like, and you felt the need to defend your own. Do your thing, bro.
yeah.
Do you get me?
I heard it. I was just like, I was like, you kind of like, that's for me. I thought that was quite sick. Like we have two. Like this is the first one that's out already, but we have another one that's coming.
That's loading.
Yes, loading. And it's like,
It's good.
I-
Have you heard it?
oh
Or
yeah,
you just know about it?
I've heard it. I've heard about
Was it
the
good?
second diss track.
Yeah.
I want you to hear it first. I don't want to give you my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
But
I think that's Tomel I need to
This
know.
guy just dodged the question.
Yeah, that's Tomel I need to know.
I said I don't want to give you.
Because if it was
my thoughts.
objective, because you'd be like, it's fire.
but boys, you know exactly what I mean when I said that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you meant.
When you hear it, you'll know.
Yeah. Don't worry.
But for me, hearing somebody dissing us based on what we have said shows that one, like, okay, like obviously what we were saying about Blanchardstown is banter, like, you know what I mean, like there's obviously talented people in Blanchardstown.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. But when we're talking about like this is particular areas, particular people, or just saying joking about particular people, and them to respond in that like manner shows kind of like the impact or the heaviness of the words that we say. You
Yeah,
know? Like,
100%.
and that just goes all across the board in whatever we say. Do you know what I mean? Like some people will do something, not that like the brainwash or anything, but like people like respond based on kind of what we say, or you know they will feel a way about what we say and stuff like that. Which is, for me, having two diss tracks written about us was kind of actually like a good thing.
I was like, I wish the bars were better, but like I was gassed by it still. Do you get me?
I only heard the snippet. I haven't heard the full thing.
I'm just going off the snippet.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
What
That's
I
what-
heard was not good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I respect it.
But
Thumbs
let
up.
me tell you something. Yeah, you know that when you watch a trailer to a movie, what is he supposed to do?
Make you what to
Exactly. You heard the snippet. I don't have this. I have to go find the song to listen
Yeah.
to it.
I
That's
don't know.
what
What's the
I'm
guy's
trying
name?
to
I don't even know the guy's name. SB or something, is it? Snacks or something.
SBTV.
Yeah, something like that. Shout out to you, brother. Keep doing your thing. Live show.
Yes,
say.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Live
Steve.
show number 2.
TikTok.
This is the aftermath.
Nah, it was, bro. It was actually crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm gassed. I'm happy because I think I performed better as an individual this time around than the last
Yeah.
one. Do you get me? The first one I think when
Still
Ness,
soaking it
Ness was saying it to me that like, fam, she saw when I snapped into it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
First one, I was just sitting there. There was a moment I told you, like, there was a moment I was just looking. I was like, wait, there's people here.
And I'm on the stage.
Like, this is mad. I was like, shit, I'm on stage.
Yeah.
And then I snapped into it. But this time, that was sick.
I think that's just natural though. Like the second, like obviously the first time we did a show, and this is the first time we've ever done a live podcast show. We're gonna be a little rusty. And we don't know what better is yet. We didn't know what better was then. You
At
know
that
what I mean?
time, yeah.
But being able to do it the second time,
I think we know what bad is.
yeah. And we treated it like less of an event this time. You know, the first one it was very like
It was like
our
it was a
first one.
show. It was
Yeah.
there were so many moving parts.
Exactly. While this one was like, okay, we've done this before, so kind of we have some sort of inkling of how to approach this.
Yeah, we actually, funny enough, we stripped back this time.
Yeah.
But we stripped back, but just shifted some elements. Do you get me?
Yeah. I thought like it was very enjoyable on the stage, like being on the stage.
I had so much fun.
And one thing, because we went to Josh Funny yesterday, seeing him being in the crowd, I didn't realize how close the crowd is to the stage. We felt like on the stage.
On the stage, you feel like they're
Everyone's far away.
Yeah.
But then being
On the stage.
in the crowd,
being in the crowd,
you see how close it is. So it must have felt like, you know, like people were very close to us and everything. So, but bro, like what was your overall experience?
coming out, it was like, oh, look how these people. And after a while, at first, like maybe a few minutes, you're a bit okay. Let me ease into it, but when you get going, like
You're gone.
You're gone.
Yeah,
Especially when the music came on.
I think
Music is actually a cheat code.
Yeah, it is. I think walking in through the back made us understand the scale. So, you know, you man walked in, so you came out, you just took, I went to the other side.
Yeah.
And as I was going through the other side, I kind of looked back, I said, damn.
Yeah.
I couldn't see an empty seat. I said, yeah, long day.
Yeah, no, that show was packed.
So that nigga else, yeah?
So that,
Yeah.
bro, cause you know, it's weird to me though. I still haven't registered I think I need to go therapy, guys.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel it's weird for me, man. I look at numbers, like people always tell me, especially even with OC as well, right? Someone came up to me and said, we just had OCX on the weekend, right? Someone said to me, do you know how many people are out here? And
Probably like 300-400 people.
Yeah, and he said, look at the amount of people here, and I was like, yeah, but I couldn't see that number, and I couldn't see the significance of that number. I feel like numbers are really dead to me. Like, although when you do say, like, we always say, okay, you get 200 likes on your thing, put 200 people in the room. But I see 200 people in the room. Not like I don't appreciate it, but it hasn't registered as these amount of people.
These are 200 individuals.
Yeah.
Like over 200 individuals.
I don't know what the issue. I don't know what the psychological thing is. Because I was telling my mom. My mom was like, just keep it that way because it just keep you from being like, you know, conceited.
It's better.
It's better. It's better that way.
yeah.
But I don't know why I can't. You know.
You don't figure it out.
I want to though.
But if you figure it out, you might change. It might change
I
you.
might, but like, listen, let's deal with that. Let's deal with that. With that.
Nah.
Only when you see 13K people.
Amen.
Amen.
They were saying 3 arena next.
Yeah.
Guys, not
Next year.
next.
Not next. Come on, no.
Not next.
But there's nothing God cannot do.
It's gradual
Do you
progression.
know what? This thing go.
But that's crazy fit.
Do you know what? Let's have it. If it doesn't work, you know what? Let's just say it fades. Next year we'll do 3 arena. But if we don't, if we don't, God has a better plan.
It's teaching us process.
God's timing is the best
Oh
timing.
god.
Man, yeah. No, but just like I thought it was a fun experience. It was overall just like very, very fun. You know.
Did you see that TikTok?
That was sick.
Yeah,
That was sick.
That was
where they were
sick
saying, "Oh, it's just a podcast show. I don't want to sit down for 2 hours to listen to people talk."
Yeah.
And then they now say they're sitting, and everyone was just going, "Wow."
Yeah.
Sitting, yeah.
That TikTok was
That was
sick.
it. But because you know what's weird enough, I was like, oh, is someone like you've done a good thing, you've done a good show, and someone makes a TikTok about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
If someone says, "Do you know what? I'm going to put a compilation of videos together. And say this was my experience on the week or on the weekend or during the week." That's crazy. Do you know what I mean?
On a Thursday night as well.
Thursday night,
It's a night, yeah.
and you know, the amount of people that came up to me saying like, "Oh, bro, I'm like not on the night, so like before or after." It's like, "Oh, I couldn't get work off." Like, you know what I mean? So imagine we do it on the weekend next time.
Like a Saturday. Or even a bank holiday.
Say
Monday,
everybody
a
put-
Sunday.
Bank holiday Sundays.
That's
yeah.
that's the plan. That's the plan for next one, sir.
we actually tried, but you know.
Was it for this one?
Yeah, we tried for this one. They had
Or
the-
they
for the
had
weekend.
they had
Yeah,
all
we
the
tried.
weekends booked
They
off.
said they had all.
Which was mad to me because we asked well in advance for any weekend in November and they had no
Yeah,
weekend,
no weekends.
which was crazy.
Yeah.
And this was well in advance.
Yeah.
We booked it, which is Which is mad. So now we've got a what's next?
Wait, hold on. First of all, yeah. Shout out to SM Customs.
SM.
Is that his name? SM.
You just busted it.
Mr.
Mr. Customs.
Mr. Customs, is it?
I said
Damn.
SM.
Hold on.
He said first of all, shout out to SM Customs.
Yeah, that's a flop
Ty,
on my part.
sorry,
That's
is
Ty.
Mr. Customs.
Shout out to Mr. Customs. Shout out to Smiley and Jesse.
Yes.
Shout out to Favor.
Georgia. Yeah.
Like
Bodied it.
Yele. Shout out to Yele.
Oh, Yezi, come on. On the 1 or 2s
Bro.
again today.
Shout out to
TJ.
Shout out to Ron. Shout out
Yes.
to TJ.
Yes, the boys.
Those
the
are
boys.
like our
No, big shout out to Ron. Big shout out to Ron, man. Ron really has been helping us.
He's been a big part of this actually.
Yeah.
A very big part.
Instrumental. Shout out to Josh Too Funny as well.
Josh Too Funny pulled up. He like him.
Shout out to all you people that came from England as well, man.
Yes,
They
the
catch a
London
flight
crew.
to see a show. That's crazy.
I remember I saw Shekinah. She just goes,
Yeah, from Manchester, innit?
goes, yeah, I flew from Manchester. I was like,
Bro.
Oh, really?
you what?
Yeah, people flew in on the day, like,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Eli, Amanda,
Yeah, that was sick.
kinda, all of them.
And then all the beautiful Irish gang. Do you know what? Because there's some people here that want to get shout outs for just attending. you got it for free as well. These girls got it for free.
You didn't pay.
You didn't even pay. No, listen. Do you know what? There was an important question that Amanda from Black and Irish mentioned. Yeah, was like, how important is this for the culture and stuff like this for Irish culture? Like, bro, to let people know that a podcast show, like, of course, there's been podcast shows before in Ireland in the black scene, maybe 1 or 2. Do you know what I mean? But like to show that it could be done at this scale and that people will come out because they like the thing, and it will just be a good night with no fighting.
No fighting.
No, just listen. It's a good night and it's a different type of night. You're not going club. No. Listen, we will give you the vibes.
Yeah,
you got the vibes.
You got the vibes. You got the laughs.
You won't took the Bible.
Yeah, you got the laughs.
Take it away.
Bro, we give you the laughter. You got the laughter. Do you know what I mean?
Man.
Just it's grand.
There's even girls there for you single guys. Come on.
Boys, I'm actually not gonna lie. Yeah, like if you're looking for a babes and you don't come out to a live show, it doesn't make any sense. The ratio is stupid. The ratio doesn't make sense.
Husband come to me and goes, bro, the girls in here.
Bro, the ratio doesn't make
I
sense.
was like, saying, no, there's talent. I was like,
Bro,
that's what we draw.
Bro, you know when the ticket sales are coming in, I'm like, I don't know any name on here.
Yeah, that was actually someone mentioned that to me as well. It's like the first show we kind of knew a lot of people.
Yeah.
But the second show, like this show we just did,
I didn't know a lot of people in that room.
majority of people I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know a lot.
Which was crazy. It's like, yo, we're reaching an audience that we have we don't have direct contact
no
with.
visibility. Like I don't see you. I don't.
Which is amazing.
Fam,
But
it's
everyone from Ireland that flipping showed out, y'all are the real MVPs.
Honestly.
The girlfriends want to shout out, but listen, you guys came in for free. Next time, invest in the podcast.
No, they support.
Next time, pay for the venue.
Pay for venue. How would we appreciate them? Pay for the venue.
You can come and sit down.
You know what?
It's like coughing.
I don't
Clear your
want
truth.
Drink water.
Nah. But shout out to the girlfriends, though. The support is crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
An honorable mention.
Yeah. You guys are aight. There was what next? Like what? Okay, so I was thinking, right? We've done the show, right? And a lot of from feedback that I've gotten, I've asked people for serious feedback as well. From feedback I've gotten was, this surpassed the last one.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's crazy.
But that was a plan.
Because the last one was really good.
Yeah.
And then to surpass, of course, that was a plan, of course. But then, and of course, the plan next one is to surpass this one.
Yeah.
But then, I got some very good feedback, which was, don't over try and surpass it. Just keep, not keep doing the exact same thing, but do what works.
Don't try to hide, basically.
Don't try too hard to we're just gonna give you a crazy show. I'm trying to get fire out here. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, just do what is working at the moment and just kind of
build on that.
You know what I mean? Because like doing a sugar club, I feel like that type of venue is something that we can do, again, and just kind of like keep the vibes going, keep people interested in it, and then once we've reached that moment where it's like, okay, let's push to the next thing.
Yeah.
Push to the next
I
thing.
really like the venue though. I'd happily do that venue again.
Yeah.
It's a really
there was
sick
a lot
venue.
of people standing as well, which is crazy.
And I do.
On the sides.
Stairs.
Bro, there's people standing beside the door.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this can't find seats. Oh shit! Sorry, there's no seats anymore.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That was crazy, man. Yeah, no, big shout outs to everybody on that, man. Yeah, that was.
Nah, do you know what's funny? Yeah, you know when Josh came on.
Yeah.
I didn't see him. Like, I wasn't looking at him until he sat down, right?
Okay.
Because of where I was and said, I can't remember what happened. I just looked back. I was going to sit there. I just looked back. And I saw him, like, his head was on the chair like this.
Yeah.
I was like, but you know, you're saying you can't really question those things. I was just like,
oh, yeah, when he came out.
Yeah. So I was just like, I had the mic in my mind. I'm like, that was weird, but okay. Yeah. And we just kept moving, yeah?
Yeah.
And I went home. I'm not seeing video. This guy's now somersaulted onto the chair. This guy is tapped.
Yeah, you know.
This guy is tapped. No, it was too funny.
But even when, literally, even when he came out, bro, and he was doing the, Don't Leave Me's. Yeah. Like, that moment was just like,
was priceless.
It was brilliant. Like, you didn't have any in it.
I didn't have, bro, I didn't want to.
Bro, me and you were struggling. But then I think
I had some good ones. They just hated me.
I think mine eventually. I think two of mine landed. One of mine fell flat.
Wait, which one was it?
Air Force. That semi landed before my second one. I can't remember. I think I said March a week because the guy said Mayo. The guy goes April, May.
This one was dead, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think his name was Josh. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, Josh is love you, Josh. I love you. Thank you for coming out to the podcast.
But that one
joke was dead.
Eli's was good. I can't remember what it was.
Uncle
Eli.
No, that was his thing.
Uncle.
Like
oh, sorry, Jesus.
And get out one Anna Montana, French Montana. That was laughing.
Yeah, I think the laugh sometimes is more funnier than the joke. And that was good. It was good.
Do you know what it was? Do you know what I really appreciate? The crowd was super responsive.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's like they knew what they were there for.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think with podcast shows, that's how the crowd. Majority of the time.
Yeah, no, but the first one didn't feel, for some reason, for me, it didn't feel like the first call was supposed to be this one.
Yeah.
Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think they were. I think they were responsive. I think they were responsive in the first one. I think they were. I think I would say organizationally, in terms of like, because we had like obviously Nessa and Bibbs, kind of like moving the mic around and also giving their own 2 cents on it. So it might have not sounded too much like the crowd.
Yeah, maybe that's what.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but they definitely were. I think, but this one definitely was more. And we said it. Jesse. I was gonna
Jesse, if I get there before you.
No, because Jesse's a cool guy, but he likes to do too much cool. Jesse couldn't give that, and he should have even. We actually didn't plan for Jesse to be on the mic.
Yeah,
like
it
just happened like that.
It just happened like that. There was another great moment as well, actually. Can't remember. The 5v5, the flipping Naira and Ashake.
That was a stupid moment.
That was amazing.
But there were no Malians in the room.
There wasn't really Malians in the room like that. There wasn't. Like, there were some songs that it's like, oh yeah, everyone can vibe out to it, but
because Ashake is, we can't deny it's good, but it's not that good. Like, he should win it like that. It's not that good.
Some what's it called? What's his Malians? What's his name?
Naira
Marley. Some of his songs should have won over Ashake, and I'm an Ashake star. Some of his songs should have won.
I think every Ashake song went off.
Yeah, every single one of them. Every single song went off, and like they went off from the intro.
Yeah,
did you get me? It didn't like because some of the Naira Marley songs, like the vibe was there. But when it got to the chorus, it elevated again.
Yeah.
Even Palazzo went off like, are you not tired? Palazzo, Jiggy, are you not tired?
Yeah.
But there was a moment when Joe Abai came on and Smiley was doing the.
Oh,
that was a moment. That was a moment.
Now, that was crazy. Now, and also big shout out to B Humble. Flip. Yeah, he flipping killed that. He bodied that.
Now listen, with our technical error, our scheduling error, he still came on stage and
yeah. So what happened was
we were looking for what's his name?
Don. Yeah, big ups Don. But that was actually my fault because
I just
called him 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah, because I don't even know what happened there. I just kind of looked at you, and then I looked at the time. I was pulling up the schedule.
Yeah.
And it goes, okay, guys, you're just gonna call it. As you said it, I looked. I was like, fuck.
Because what happened was we had
another half an hour to go.
Yeah, we had another half an hour to go, which was going to be the start of Dilemma. So but we didn't know we did the Dilemmas too early.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, okay, there has to be 8:30. Yeah, this is my head. That has to be.
And it felt like that until it felt. I was like, oh yeah.
I think it was better that we did that. Because
it worked
because we were able to come back and have a little bit more of a chat, wherever it is. Because obviously our biggest feedback from, I won't say criticism, but biggest feedback from the last show was obviously
we didn't have enough time to talk.
Didn't have enough conversation. So I think we had more conversation this time. I think there was more of a balance this time.
Yeah, I think we talked for an hour straight.
Yeah.
And then it was Be Humble.
Then
Then we came back for another like half an hour.
And then it was music.
And then it was the music, yeah.
So we did give it like a half and half.
Yeah.
We gave it, I believe anyways, more of a balance.
To be honest, we came back and chatted, and then Josh came on as well. Yeah. So it was more than half an hour.
Yeah.
It was like another like 45, 50 minutes of talking. Yeah.
It was well-rounded.
Yeah.
Holistic.
Yeah. And then everybody...
What was your worst moment?
Worst moment?
Yeah, of the live show.
Don't think I would have a worst
Can I ever
moment.
see this? Thanks, guys. Listen. But yeah, they gave us some nice words.
Some words.
Yeah, some nice words of encouragement.
Encouragement.
Well, you know what? We're gonna stick it up on the wall, and we're also going to have like something like this, an experiential piece each podcast. I think the next one we're saying there we'll get Polaroids. And stick pictures with like different people will take pictures, and we'll stick it on.
We could just probably have like 2 Polaroid cameras there, and then just you take a picture, stick it up, and sign it.
Next show's gonna be crazy. I can already feel how crazy it's gonna be.
Spirit is moving.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, you said worst moments.
Yeah, it was for me was when we played Slow Down. Everyone was just
I
like,
didn't go off at all.
bro, no.
But I was saying in the studio, not that Slow Down won't go off. But I was just saying
Everyone only knows the chorus.
Huh?
Everyone only knows the
Even
chorus.
the chorus came on, they didn't.
No, they didn't. The chorus didn't come on. We sang the chorus, and that's when they responded.
Anyways, 1 out of how many songs didn't go
We
off?
did all right. We did all right.
It's not too bad.
No, but you didn't go off. Chris Brown.
No, but that's because we stopped because of the Clinical that happened years ago.
Yeah, some people are saying, nah, not Chris Brown, not Chris Brown.
Yeah, but even like you know songs like that, like what was this like? I Need You Boo. Yeah. They didn't even go crazy like that. It didn't even go crazy.
He didn't.
Like
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but because we can hear. Say for example when Mario came on, we could hear the difference.
Yeah, the difference was crazy.
Difference was crazy. But there's bangers. The one that took time, but still went off was No One by Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
But
when it came up,
immediate bangers like
is when I just want you close. Everyone just took it. Everyone just took it.
I think all the girl ones went off. The flipping
the guy ones.
Say my name went off.
Say my name went off. Flipping when I see you, there's one girl in the crowd. I think is I forgot her name, but she was singing it to me. She was like, "When I see you, sing on, sister." Flipping. What other? No One went off. Irreplaceable and Scrubs. Yeah, every single girl song went off.
Went off.
Every single girl song went off.
We kind of knew that was gonna happen though.
Worst moment.
That was my worst moment for me, but it wasn't like a worst moment. It just felt flat. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It was just like,
but it like if falling flat didn't feel embarrassing.
No.
It just felt like it felt like bad choice.
Yeah, exactly.
The last song as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a bad choice. That was kind of the only moment I was just like, shit. I wish you just chose a different song.
I don't think I have a worst moment.
I don't think I had a worst moment because I don't know if I'll see it as a worst moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was getting a little stressed just before we started.
Yeah. Just before we started?
Yeah, there was just 3 or 4 things that we had to do at the same time.
Yeah,
I was like...
Oh, the slides.
Yeah.
Oh,
the slides was saving.
From this guy, he became quiet. Nah, and bro, do you know what happened there? He now goes, yeah, we're going to go to Dilemmas. I goes, yeah, they didn't send us.
Yeah, yeah. But like, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I ever want a perfect show. I don't think I ever want to do
it wasn't a bad thing at all. Yeah. I just thought they would have sent.
Yeah,
so
I remember.
And I got on stage. I didn't look for them before that.
Yeah.
So I think maybe about 2 minutes before I called Dilemmas,
you were just doing it in your head.
Yeah, I just picked up my phone. I said, "Oh shit, damn."
Yeah, you were just doing it from your head.
And then I put my phone down. And literally, I put my phone down and I said, "Oh yeah, so you're going to go to Dilemmas." I go, "Shit, they didn't send."
And then they sent the next morning.
It was too late.
Like 7 a.m.
Yeah, no, I think it's I won't say I had the worst moment. I think there was moments where I was.
This is Dilemma already.
I think there was moments where it was.
I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Because I think the type of show that it is, it's not like a music show where everything needs to run perfectly.
Exactly.
It's not that type of thing. So I didn't have that kind of expectation.
Yeah, I had a great time. I think. Yeah, back onto Be Humble for a second though. I think he actually really bodied it. And I remember when we were talking to him to okay, you're gonna perform and stuff like that, bro. Because here's from my experience of events, like this, I think the most important thing is a few things that are very, very, very important. Is to get everybody on your side. Yeah. Now people come out paid money to come and see us, which is great. But at the same time, like for example, we were at a show where like it might be, an hour and a half before, you might see somebody come out and then it's like, I'm not already in the groove now because I thought things were supposed to have started much earlier. So now you kind of put me off and now you're trying to win me over. It's a little bit harder. Not to say that you can't do it, but it's just a little bit harder now. So like I think once you have that, that's cool. Now people pay to see us, which is great. And they're already on your side. That's great. Now you have somebody else who's going to come in that maybe not every single person knows. It's important that they also get the crowd on their side. That's why we're saying like, yo, bros, I think it would be nice to stick a nice mashup there because one, it gets everyone begins to sing together.
Everyone was singing along.
One thing you don't have a problem with Be Humble is his voice.
Yeah, so that's
been cold,
bro. The voice is patterned, so we don't talk about that.
You don't talk about the voice.
Yeah, we don't talk
the
about
voice
that.
is too cold.
Yeah.
People are gonna love it already. But I thought it was a good touch for him to kind of like get the crowd involved because not everyone would know his songs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there's a discussion about that. It's like, as an artist, you're supposed to play your own songs, which makes a lot of sense. But there's also another discussion of, well, what type of show am I doing?
I think as an artist, any opportunity for people to buy into you, should be your primary goal.
Yeah.
Do you get me? There are people now that were our show that have never heard of Be Humble. They still don't know any of your songs, but they like him now.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Meaning that they're a little bit more inclined to like his song or a little bit more inclined to go search for his music. Do you get me? As opposed to the opposite where I don't know this guy, I've never met him before, I've never heard him, I'm supposed to like his song. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And
have you been to those shows? Haven't you been to those shows where the flipping they've got some random guy to come and like perform or something?
Yeah.
And you're like, do you know what I mean? Like you kind of look like, why they get this person? Or the person playing their own track, you will backing track. I have been in those positions, so I know what I'm talking about. I've been in those positions where I'm not the guy that they're looking for.
Opening act.
I'm opening act. Yeah. I'm even act that is just coming in support or what.
Warm up before the opening.
People don't give a rat about you.
Yeah, they don't
talking as well.
Yeah, so that's why you guys always like me with all my crowd interaction songs. Bro, I had to have them, bro.
Nah, bro.
Because have you ever wait. Have you ever performed your own song and everyone just watching you like this? It's painful, boys. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that song and you're watching me like this. Crowd. People going off to get drinks. Snow. Have people ever gone off to go and get drinks while you're performing?
Bro, I've seen it before.
Nah, you haven't seen anything.
No, bro. We're doing a super silly set. Someone in the crowd, in the moment they're quiet, to sing a different song.
Oh, yeah?
As someone taking phone call at your show.
Oh, God.
Phone call.
Nah. That's knowing the crowd.
Bro, do you know what I mean? You gotta know the crowd. You gotta know.
You have to adjust your set to the crowd.
Yeah, you gotta know the people out there. You know what I mean? You gotta know so many things about performing. But yeah, no, I think he did a great job. He killed it. Such was amazing.
Thank God we didn't do hip hop songs.
Yeah. We're gonna do R&B versus hip hop. Yeah. The hip hop would have fallen flat. What?
Yeah, actually, send in your next what you want us to do.
Yeah.
The VS, the next VS that you want us to do. Yeah. So we've already done. We did the girls old school R&B versus boys old school R&B. We've done Ashaka Naira. We've done
Chris Brown Usher,
and we did
old school versus new school
Afrobeats.
Yeah.
So send us whatever.
To be honest, I think we need to re-up that again.
Yeah. But I think we should give them some more of the new stuff.
Yeah. Because I feel like
we're thinking of doing all those white songs.
Yeah.
That'll go. Like Wonder Wall.
Yeah.
Say maybe.
Yeah. We need to send us whatever you have and
now Wonder Wall will go off.
Which?
Wonder Wall.
Yeah.
Oasis.
Yeah.
Oh, it will go off. It will go off.
But yeah, that was good, man. Thank you once again, everybody. I will see you at the next one for sure.
Appreciate you, man.
We'll keep it at 30. We'll see. Depending on the menu cost. I just want to
You
ease.
can't go about that.
I just want to ease you guys just to let you know that if you want to save that extra €5, save it now. The 35.
You're saving €5 every month.
Yeah, do you know what? Save €5 for Where's the Head at every month.
How many shows next year, boys?
I'd love to do 3 shows next year.
Yeah.
3. Yeah. 1 early, 1 middle, 1 end.
Yeah, but then Talking Bollocks do flipping 6 a year. Like they're crazy, man. They're literally.
Talking Bollocks are crazy.
They're
Levels
crazy.
are different.
Yeah, the whole thing is different. But listen, there's only one you. There's only one you.
Comparison is the team of joy.
Yeah, the girls will give us
every core.
Yeah, we should every quarter. Well, that's 4 then.
No, every
quarter is 4.
Oh, mad.
Every
third. God bless you, Jerry.
Every third.
Every third.
Yeah.
Third. Then twice with every second.
Every half.
First is every one.
Trying to be like Josh, yeah? Nah, boys. You see Josh, yeah? I'm sorry. I don't understand how he does it.
He's brilliant.
Nah.
There's one he said yesterday, and I'm sure that his street side down. Was it Senator? And he said scene or something like that.
Not even that.
What? Yeah, but he said something as well.
No, not even that. You know that whole thing where he's talking a sentence that makes no sense.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Now, bro, I was there looking at him. I'm like, yo, this guy believes what he's saying.
Yeah, brilliant.
But this shit makes no sense whatsoever.
I remember he used to do it on Instagram. He used to write. You remember the 5G thing that everyone was talking about? He wrote it on a piece of paper and he made the maths make sense, bro. He's crazy, man. At the show yesterday, he was saying. I think he was trying to call our podcast and said
WYHAPOD or something.
Bro, he
butchered
it. So funny, man.
And he packed it out as well, yeah?
Yeah, he packed out. Yeah, packed out.
What was the crowd like? A lot of young people, older?
A lot of Nigerians,
bro.
A lot of uncles and aunties.
Oh, real?
Yeah,
not a lot like that.
Not like
older than our crowd anyway.
Older than us, like 30 plus. International students.
I did not say that one, no.
That's what she said, though. I didn't say it.
I did not say that one,
but no, 30 plus. 30 plus.
Okay.
And to be a stand-up is actually hard, man, because people will just be heckling random stuff to you.
Were they?
They were heckling. But they were not heckling in a negative way.
Not like in a rude way, but they were like just shouting bare random stuff at him.
Was this happening to any of the opening act?
No, I think the heckling.
Yeah, no.
So
Sean guy was, but when
he wasn't heckling. He wasn't heckled.
Who's Sean? He wasn't heckled like that.
No.
Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying.
Was scared.
Because I think
scared. What do you mean?
Josh True
Because he
Funny's.
was ripping into, not ripping into.
Oh,
Yeah. Josh True Funny's heckle. The heckle for Josh True Funny was more of excitement.
Okay.
The Fabudi was
Was he being heckled?
It wasn't being heckled, but you could tell the vibe was different.
Bro,
when he came on.
Yeah, because we said, okay, the first guy came on, we didn't know who he was, but we already knew who Sean was.
Yeah.
So he came on and he did this thing. Cool. It was actually great. It was good. And then Fabudi, they announced Fabudi and you could just feel the vibrations were low.
You can feel it.
Like the claps went low. But obviously there's some 30 plus that love him.
Don't know him.
Or don't know him. Do you know what I mean? So they're cool with him. But some of the younger crowd was like, yeah.
You even said on stage, I don't know what your issue is with me or you.
Yeah, young people. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But he came on, he did his thing. Like Fabudi did his thing.
Like you didn't enjoy it?
I've heard his jokes before.
Okay.
Like you said, outside is Nigeria. Outside is Thailand. Inside is Nigeria.
Those jokes. Okay.
Yeah, so I've heard this numerous times. So I was just like,
you knew where I was going.
yeah. Listen, guys, stand up is not easy.
It's not easy,
because I think it's all, not all. I think it's a lot. I don't know. I have to talk to a professional comedian to know, but I'm sure it's a great percentage about the material, but then also the delivery is like absolutely key. Like I said, you have to think about Fabudi's like joke of outside is Nigeria, outside is Ireland and inside is Nigeria, could land perfectly if it was delivered perfectly. Like, do you know what I mean? There's certain things that like when you, it's like for example, I'm trying to tell you a Dave Chappelle joke, and you're like, I get it.
On the same, yeah.
You might just say I get it.
But the way Dave Chappelle
does it,
yeah.
Be busting
like
up.
I think when it comes to comedy, the context is the delivery.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Exactly. Yeah.
The context is the delivery.
Yeah. So I think it's not easy at all. It's not easy at all. Like, so I actually applaud comedians because musicians, yeah, you can get some negative feedback there and then, but
For musician, like you know what you're playing, you rehearse that thing.
Yeah.
You know what you're playing. But with comedians, yeah, you did the rehearsal, you did the jokes, you wrote it down, you know what you're gonna say. But you won't know what you're gonna say if someone just shouts something at you. Bro. And you have to respond back and make everyone laugh.
Yeah,
bro,
make everyone laugh.
Even your joke that you prepared, bro. Do you know, like for example, for a musician, yeah? Like say you do something sick during your song. That's the one time you'll get like a crazy reaction during a song. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But after the song that people either clap for you, or do you know what I mean? It might be low, it might be high, it might be, do you know what I mean? But once a comedian, every joke you say needs a reaction.
Yeah. Like you're getting feedback every time.
There and then.
And the thing is, and with music as well, there's natural social cues that we all follow. The second a song ends, we all clap.
Yeah, exactly.
The second you announce a song, we all kind of
you don't clap at the end of a joke unless it's great.
There's no, because sometimes there's no particular end. There's no like, okay, joke 1 has finished, I'm going to do joke 2.
Yeah.
So sometimes you also might be silent.
Bro. Like, I asked some comedians, okay, for example, I know there's no slate on Sean, but he said the joke that I obviously heard him say the last show, and I saw the reaction to the last show was crazy. It was like, they all laughed to it. Yeah. But then, so I knew that this was the end of this joke here, but the crowd didn't receive it. So they didn't catch it.
Would that be like different crowds?
Yes, it would be different crowds, or just maybe he didn't deliver it in the same way, because I felt like that was the first joke he made. Whereas with the other show,
he warmed up
the crowd already, and then he landed that joke. Do you know what I mean? So like that comedian thing is not easy. I salute anyone that does.
You have to win people over the minute you get on stage.
The minute you get on stage,
and all by yourself.
Especially if you're opening. They didn't come to see you,
bro. Like just too funny. Like the guy came on and people were laughing.
Yeah,
honestly, he didn't even say anything funny.
He just walked on, people were laughing.
People were laughing.
What was he wearing?
Normal clothes. It wasn't even like he was trying to be funny. He was wearing his cool clothes because he did a set first before he started doing his characters.
Oh, okay.
But like he came,
like people stand up set before his.
Okay, that's sick. And was the stand up set good?
It was good. It was good. But people were laugh as soon as he came out.
Yeah.
Because they
know who he is. They know what he's
let
about.
me step out now. Yeah, people are almost looking at you like, make me laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that job is crazy.
That pressure is different.
That job is crazy.
Because if you we're funny, but to try and make someone laugh.
What?
Yeah. I crumble.
Bro, stand-up comedy.
You start stuttering.
Stand-up comedy.
Yeah, comedy.
Stand-up comedy is not easy.
Comedy.
There was this dilemma the girls gave us, right? In-laws. What would you do if your in-laws had to live with you? Like your girl's mom.
Like had to, or do I have a choice?
It's like I have no.
Something happened.
I have nowhere to go.
I know. I'm asking you. Can you do this for me?
But there's other people that can do it for you.
Yeah. Say for example, like your brother's wife.
Yeah. It depends on the duration they want to stay over.
I'm asking you right now. Your in-law comes to you and says, "My son, I'm asking you. You know, it's not easy for me to ask you this question. But can I stay in your house for the foreseeable future?
Foreseeable,
because of my situation here, and it's not easy for me to ask you.
Foreseeable future. That means it has no end.
Foreseeable future?
No, foreseeable like until
that could be 2 weeks, 2 months,
bro,
2 years.
They say I'm working on something to get my situation changed, but I have to wait.
I will need to ask for time frame. Like, can you?
Your girl's mom.
I would say, Mark, is there any way you can give me some
your wife's mom?
Tell me I'm capping on me. I would say yes, man.
Your wife's mom.
I'll say yes, man.
Yeah, right.
I'll say yes, man. Which you come and take my bed, even.
Your wife's mom, like.
I would. But then it will get to a certain point that we'll have to have that conversation.
What?
How long?
Now, okay, hold
two
on.
Questions, two questions.
No. Let me add a layer.
Yeah.
Let me add a layer. So your girl's mom comes over, and then your girl goes, "Yeah, I can't do anything with you when my mom's in the house."
What?
Come on, now don't be silly.
I'm telling you something that I've heard before. I literally read a dilemma where this girl, the girl's family moved in and they stopped having sex.
Is it not just the old woman? Is it not just to do?
Nah, but the girl said, "I'm not doing anything while my mom's in the house."
She's still.
I'm telling you, what will you do?
Mentality.
What do you do now? I've added a different layer to make it complicated.
I will go and book hotel.
Yeah, no. What you mean, like?
Like the girl said.
What you mean?
The girl said, I feel very uncomfortable getting intimate with you while my mom's in the house. I just feel really uncomfortable.
Come on, bro.
You're an adult, man. You can't be
I think that's even more fun. As in, wait, just on a vibe of like this is a mission. Like this is a mission now. Do you know what I mean? No way.
You have to be quiet.
You have to be quiet, but like, come on, man. Okay. If she added that element, I'm having a conversation with her mom, and I'm saying, mommy, like as your son, no.
This is the time I'm clapping your daughter's cheeks.
No.
So you have
Wait, what?
You have to be excused.
No.
I'm clapping at you between 5 and 8 p.m. on Friday night.
No. Boys, that is not anywhere close to where I was going. I wasn't even anywhere. You guys took the N7. I was on the N50, boys.
Oh, that's funny.
Boys, no, I'm saying, I'm going to have a conversation with my mom saying, mommy, I won't lie, your daughter is not, she doesn't feel comfortable with having sex with me in the house while you're here. I'll have to have that conversation with her mom. So her mom understands
where you're coming from.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if
See, the problem,
if a girl
here goes into it.
No, that's a funny conversation. Hey, sorry, man. Your daughter, she's not comfortable with me putting it inside her while you're in the house.
No.
Your daughter doesn't get wet for me because you're here.
You guys are taking it left. But here's where the conversation can go. Yeah, is saying sorry, ma. I don't want to see my girl's mom as someone I can't have that conversation. One, have that conversation with. Two,
be honest.
It's like sex isn't this, like, I'm married. Yeah, like, I'm supposed to have sex with my wife. In fact, it's a good thing to have sex with my wife. And
it's glorifying God.
Yeah, like, exactly. I'm glorifying my Father in heaven as I, do my thing. My thing. But, like, imagine not being able to say that we can't have the fullness of our marriage. Right? No.
I like that.
Beauty of our marriage. Consummating it. Like, do you know what I mean? Imagine not being able to, like, express that we can't do that because of this. I want to have that relationship, because if that was my mom, if that was personally my mom, I would definitely have that conversation with my mom. Like, mom, like, I'm not saying that you should get out now, but I'm saying this is become.
You need to give me a time frame.
You have to now, because of it's now affecting me and my marriage.
Yeah.
It depends on how big your house is as well.
Yeah, like, and
it depends on if you have kids or not.
If the walls are paper thin and mom's in the second room, I can understand.
Like where I'm living now, imagine.
Yeah. No.
There needs to be at least 2 floors.
Super thick walls.
No, it's crazy, bro. You got, like, those type of things. Like, I could understand being uncomfortable. Like, I personally would feel uncomfortable. And again, this is why it's a bigger conversation, because I personally would feel uncomfortable with having sex with my wife while my mom is in the next room, knowing that it's not even that she could hear me, but, like, I'm not able to fully
be yourself. I want to.
Yeah, you can't enjoy the fullness.
The fullness. I want to shake the bed. I want to scream and shout. I want her to scream and no.
Shout for joy.
I want to shout. I want to scream to the walls. No, but you know what I mean. I want her to be able to. I want my wife to be free as well, to enjoy that as well. But if we can't, that's a somewhat of an issue. Do you know what I mean?
No, but it's not every day you'll be screaming and shouting.
Not every day. Some days I'm more quiet.
Some days
yeah, do you know what I mean? But the days.
Some days if I hear pim.
So I think there's also that weirdness because I know I've heard of a couple. I promise you, I've heard of a couple who they've lived in a family house. Like, they were married now. They lived in a family house. So there's kids there now. Like, a married couple.
Yeah.
I think the guy, I think it was the woman. So they were obviously saving to get their own house.
Yeah.
So, but they stayed in the family house for like 3 years of the marriage. The kids came out of that marriage in the first. One kid came out of that first 3 years. But he was the guy was saying that he had to, like, those days where they really wanted to, like, make love and really enjoy themselves. They had to book, like, a hotel and stuff like that. Yeah, the house, because the house, like, it's not their own house as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like
it's to be uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. But then it was also this conversation of, like, everyone knows that married couples have sex. This is not not even married. Everybody that's never married.
Newlyweds.
Yeah, newlyweds are going to have a lot of sex.
Like rabbits.
Like rabbit. Like, do you know what I mean? So now the conversation is like, why has sex become this like? Obviously, I can understand it. I kind of know the answer, but why has sex become this thing, especially in marriage now, that like, that is like, this is still a taboo in marriage. It's
not a conversation that's had. That's why
it's not a conversation that's had because like I know I'm still listening to Tim Ross, right, and he's talking to. There was one time I think his son came to his son was just there in the house, came and he was at the camera, and Tim was talking about sex and masturbation and porn. And Tim will tell you on a flip podcast, he's a pastor, tell you, man, you're not pleasing your wife. He tells them like, find her clitoris. Like, he literally, a pastor is saying this. But no, but which is crazy. Like it's crazy because people might listen to me say that and say like, bro, I can't believe you said clit. But do you know what I mean? But it's like human part of a body, which is weird. Do you know what I mean? But yeah,
pipe, but it's still a pipe.
And men should find it. As in when, bro, you should
find it.
So he's telling about like, man, make a woman's leg shake. He's saying all this crazy, like not crazy stuff. He's saying his sexual stuff that he enjoys with his wife. He goes, he went to Miami and he saw a lot of beautiful women, but he says, I came home and I ate. So he went.
My guy.
I ate.
I ate. He loved it. Like he was. Do you know what I mean? So, but his son came, and he goes, son, I'm talking about penis and masturbation and sex and all these type of things. There, do you want to stay, or do you want to go? And son goes, I'll go.
How old was the son?
12. And he goes, he was saying like, yo, he believes it's healthy to give your children a healthy view of sex and let them know that it's a very enjoyable thing, but like within the confines of marriage. Do you know what I mean? Within the context. So I feel like that kid is not gonna if Tim says, oh, I'm gonna sleep with mommy. I don't know if he says those type of things to his son. Yeah. But if he says
if
that,
he was to say it,
if he was to say it, his son is not gonna find that as a crazy thing. The way we find it, like knowing that your mom and dad have sex or whatever it is, it's not a crazy thing to his son because they have a healthy view of sex. I don't believe a lot of African, Irish, or Europeans. I don't believe we have a healthy view of what sex is and what it's supposed to be. Do you know what I mean?
Whose fault is that? Is that the world's fault or is that our brought up?
Both,
bro. Both. Yeah. It's like think about the secrecy. Like think about even the
church. It's heavily church as well.
Think about the shame. Think about the shame. I remember a girl who literally, bro, she got pregnant at 18, and they brought her. I mean, the church was full of these times, bro. I'm talking about maybe 200, 300 people in a church Sunday morning.
Honestly, that's
Sunday morning.
That's a big church as well in Ireland.
Big church, bro. Big church. Bro, easy. You know what I mean? They're bringing out the girl on Sunday morning, flipping at the front of the altar and saying, okay, so this one's
not the
pregnant.
Guy.
What?
I'm not the guy.
Not the guy, bro. They brought the girl out, bro. So think about how that makes little. Okay, I'm young at this stage and I'm seeing this happen. Sex is now very warped to me. It's not a
sex will seem like the worst thing you can
do. Why do you think people still struggle with shame? Like people that say, for example, they lost their virginity, or like they were keeping their virginity for a long time and they lost their virginity, or somebody who had sex from a young age, or somebody who was abused young. Like the shame follows them all the way through because of the view of do you know what I mean?
And that's one thing that hasn't changed in the church is the view. It's still the exact same as God knows how long ago.
The aunties don't even talk about it. I remember there was one time, the aunties, it was funny in my church though. There was one time I think the Sunday school was, I think in the mandate in the notebook they were telling us, they were saying they were talking about sex and stuff like that. And then one of the aunties said like, listen, I'm going to go outside of the book for now. But women, go on top of your man.
Ride your man.
I said, honestly, it was crazy for me to hear because I was like, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But why not? Yeah. Like, do you know, how does that like?
But that's Sunday school though.
Why not though? Like why?
Well, even that.
Wait, sorry. Can I say this? Can I land this here? Why is the world will teach you about sex, but the church doesn't say a word about sex?
The church can still teach you about
why
sex.
Is it limited? Yeah, but
I have a sex conference.
Yeah, why is it limited to that? Like, I don't think it should only be limited to that. Yeah. That's the only time you hear it.
I didn't come to church to hear you say, let me get on top of my husband.
No, but I
hear you. Because
you only feel like church is only associated with don't steal, don't kill, don't destroy. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, don't do all these bad things and do all these good things.
That should also be equally part of the equation, I believe.
But you know when women have their conference and men have their conference, I have a conference for that. I'm bring people that do this professionally come and talk and teach
like
them
sex therapists and stuff like that.
I don't come to church on a Sunday morning and be here, get on top of my husband or go down on your husband. That's just how I feel.
No, I understand it, but that's also because of our view of sex. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Like I'm not saying I'm not advocating that or every church now on Sunday morning. Are we good? I said I'm not advocating that every church on Sunday morning says sex, and let's talk about sex. I'm just saying that
let's talk about sex.
I also don't think it's wise as well to only talk about sex all the time. Yeah. But I think when it does come up, like talk about it in its totality. Do you know what I mean? And without being, because these kids, like I remember I had to ask Pastor Phil. From expectation when it was back in the day when we were going to chapel, I said to him, like as Christians, like are we allowed to like do more than one position sexually? But here's my view. Here's my view of like I'm thinking sex is going to. I'm addicted to porn. I'm watching all these positions. I'm saying all sorts. All sorts. Yes. I'm thinking I want to do a lot of these things, right? And I'm asking him, I'm saying, but pastors in church are saying, missionary, any other style. I heard this one, the doggy style. Are you a dog?
I've heard that before.
I've heard this one. I'm giving head.
Yeah.
If it was meant to be sucked, it would be on your forehead.
On your forehead.
Years ago.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I've heard some wild shit.
There was takes like that that made you feel like, oh, geez, it's sexually, I'm only supposed to do it one type of way. Yeah. And so I had to ask him. He thought I was bizarre.
He's probably doing all the positions.
Like he's married. He's like, I'm enjoying sex with my wife, David. It was like
I do all sorts as well.
And I was just thinking, like, oh, this is crazy that I don't think I have a healthy view. I think I will still go for sex therapy. I think I'll still go for it.
Why?
So what does sex therapy actually do for you, first of all?
I'm talking about Christian sex therapy.
I know, but
just let people know.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's one in Ireland, but I'll maybe do on Zoom.
Yeah, but like, what's the expected outcome? What's the expected outcome?
Because okay, listening to a lot of people, I feel like this might be the case for me as well, right? But listening to a lot of people that have been, married in the Christian way. It's the initial. Some people said 6 years.
Oh, I get you.
Some people what?
6 years before they found sex to be pleasurable and enjoyable and not guilty.
Yes, yeah. I remember hearing someone saying that, like literally.
Do you know what I mean? Like sex is. I don't want to say sex. I mean everything like involved.
Sexual.
The sexual.
Yeah.
Like that is only associated with guilt and shame for me. Do you know what I mean? So and that's been 4 years. So now to switch that.
My mindset.
And get a healthy view of it. I don't think I'll be able to do it by myself. Do you know what I mean? I think I might need something like that.
Because some pastors, they do it before they preach.
Pro.
And after
they get the load off.
And he's preaching a heavy word, boys. Yeah,
heavy one.
Okay, good to get the load off.
Okay, so moving back, not in-laws. Say it's your brother now.
My brother wants to move in with me.
Yeah, your sister wants to move in with you.
This all depends on how big the house is. No, it does because as a PK, your house is a missionary house, and you might have to give up your bed for one guy that came from Nigeria. Yeah, and I've had to do that a lot of times. That's why I say I don't want to be in a position where I put my kids on the couch just to accommodate someone.
Yeah,
it depends on how big that we need to have a guest room at least.
Not a storage room or guest room with a bed.
He says he says you don't have a storage room, but he says no, I don't want to take any of the rooms. I'll sleep on the couch.
Even that too is techie.
Yeah, because you want to watch Netflix.
You want to enjoy the fullness on the couch.
As well. No, but like okay, he's on the couch. You're not having it.
But if he really needs it, then yeah, and there needs to be a time frame.
Yeah,
like for your brother, you'll ask the time frame.
Yeah. Oh, for your mom, you won't ask for your in-law, but your brother.
Do you know what? If it's my in-law, I won't ask. I'll get my wife to ask.
Yeah.
I'll say, just
makes sense.
I'll say, but mommy saw. How long? How long does she need? But it's my brother or my sister's like, how long? Like, what time am I looking at? I'm not pressuring you. I just need to know how long. I'd like to know how long.
Cause yeah, that like I've seen, obviously we've seen that so many times. People have to kind of live in somebody else's house. Like there was a sister that I don't know what to call her now, because she lived in my house for 4 years because she would go to college in IT Tala.
Yeah.
And her family was out in Philippine thing. And, you know, first few whatever was calm, bro.
Yeah, first few times, but after a while, it gets annoying.
Bro, and you know what? I was younger, so it wasn't something that was too crazy for me throughout it. But at the first, I just remember my memories of it was, bro, there was times when she came, everything was blessed. You know, and you know, at the start now, she treats you like you're like a elder sister, bro. Flipping takes you those times to get a cheeseburger at McDonald's was a brilliant thing, bro. We're talking about Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Crazy.
With the toy.
What?
Stop.
She got me those type of things. You know, we'll go on it's cool stuff. And she let me go and play outside as well, like unlimited time. And I found out later that she was bringing.
A bit.
Anyways, it was come at the
fullness.
start. And then I think there was one time we switched. Because, for example, have you had a friendship or a relationship with somebody who, like the first half, say you're friends with this person for like 4 years, but first 2 years no beef, everything was blessed. But there was one situation that happened that made now the remaining 2 years, like that's the situation was easy. It became easier.
Yeah,
you know. So everything was blessed, and there was one day she made food for me, and I didn't want to eat the food, my boys. I didn't want to eat it. I wasn't hungry. So she's calling me, says, eat your food. And I goes, no, I don't want to eat. She made, I think, moi. I don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
And I was calm. And I was on the computer playing like Solitaire or something like that. And then I went to my room and then she called me, she screamed my name, David. I was like, I didn't answer. And she called me again and I didn't answer. I put my head under the flipping blanket and she came to my room. I was on top bunk.
Yeah.
Bro, this girl pulls the blanket off me. You know those church shoes? You know church?
And she hits you with it.
You know the shoes now? Proper shoes now.
With the small heel at the back.
With the small heel. What do you call those shoes?
I don't know.
I just call them church shoes. Eh?
Paco.
Paco. She got that, bro. She flinged that at me, hit me right in the jaw, bro. Scraped my whole jaw. She drags me from the top thing. How much times I call you?
This is wrestling.
Bro, she switched. She never hit me, never did. Switched everything on me, bro. Pulled me down, and I'm so shocked. Like I'm like, what the hell's going on, bro? She pulled me down. She literally dragged me around the whole house, bro. Opened doors and pulling me into them. Smack, bro. What, bro? I promise you, under my chin.
Boy, she was seeing Bobby.
Yes, I never like all because I didn't want food. Can you imagine?
You reminded her of something.
I don't know. Maybe
you reminded her of something.
Bro, my whole jawline was messed up. She pulled me apart, bro. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Yeah. And I came home. My mom came back from work. And I said to my mom, like, I literally showed my mom, like, yo, this is what happened. My mom took, like, she wasn't angry at her. She was kind of like, okay, what did you do? I was like, Mom, I just didn't want to eat her food.
Yeah.
She's like,
Even if you did something, it doesn't require that.
it doesn't require this. Yeah. But my mom didn't necessarily defend me in that moment. And I was then...
Those kind of things piss you off.
Yeah, those how, you know what I mean? I was like, no, I'm not saying I kind of understand where my mom was there and then, because the person, that woman's mom and dad, like
it's techie.
It's techie. It was very techie for my mom to kind of like go mad at her. Do you know what I mean? So, but I was also kind of like, it's me though, and you know. But from that moment on, I didn't want that woman to be in my house again. Like, bro, it's one of those ones like you come in, don't say a word.
Yeah.
And how am I supposed to enjoy my house when I feel like someone shouldn't even be here?
Yeah, there was one guy that was staying in the house for time. The guy all he did all day was just watch TV. I wanted to wake up early on Saturday morning and watch TV. He's already up. He's already up.
He's already watching the TV.
Watching TV. I can't get a job, bro.
Oh, and it's hard to tell somebody I don't want you in this house, bro. It's very hard.
There was a guy in my house.
So we won't have people in our house, yeah?
Nah, bro, we've all done it. I think it's a rite of passage. No, but this guy ate 6 plantain in one sitting.
No.
Well, like 6.
Fried 6 plantain and ate it in one sitting.
And he wasn't in a bottle.
He wasn't in the bottle. That should tell you the type of person he was. 6 plantain in one sitting. He now start complaining that I have a stomachache. Why would you have a stomachache?
Oh my god.
You like banana too
Bro.
much.
Too much. No, those type of things that for me, I can't. I have to. Either it's my close friend or you know, brother. Like for example, Smiley. Like if Smiley had an issue, I don't think I would have any issue. Like, do you know what I mean? There's certain people that...
Yeah, my problem is, though, is like, I don't mind bringing you into my house, but it's like, how do you need to respect the house that you're in?
Oh, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No, because I'm saying that because I already have a relationship where if there's boundaries crossed, we speak about it. There's no issue with... I won't feel shy to come and say, bro, I won't lie, you cross this boundary. Like, do you know what I mean? But there's...
Like, when I'm inviting you, you should have a plan on how you are going to invite yourself out. Have a plan. Maybe you are going to find a job.
So you will invite yourself out.
How to invite yourself out? Have you ever been invited out? Oh my god, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And even that can lead to techie stuff, that things that you don't want to happen in the house as well.
Bro,
techie stuff,
especially with kids. I think we said this years ago, but there's certain, I won't lie, there's certain people I just won't have in my house regardless. I don't care if you're cool or whatever.
The one that looked at your sister in a funny way,
yeah, bro. Now that I think about it a little bit later now, with more perspective, man said, yo, when she's older, she's gonna be a weapon. Like,
he said that. He said that.
No, he didn't say weapon.
He just said it to add more effect.
I know, but like,
I was thinking, should I like? I said, yeah.
I know, but like, it doesn't have to say weapon. The start of that sentence alone.
It's crazy.
When she's older, why?
When she's older, it's crazy, bro. I know. I have a good friend. She's still my best friend. And she was like, she how old is her already? She's 22. Mm-hmm. But there was man that were flipping, waiting for her, asking me when she's gonna be 18.
Just said her name.
Yeah, I know. Oh, like, cool. She's come. She know we talk about this all the time. Okay. Like, there's man asking her asking me when she's gonna be 18.
Yeah.
Do you know how crazy?
It's sick.
To wait.
It's sick.
Like, man are saying when she's 18. Like, do you know how? But obviously, this was years back, so I'm not thinking about this in a he's a creep. But I always felt it weird. Like, why is man asking when she's going to be
18? Yeah.
Does that mean you're looking at her now? Like,
you're looking at her now.
You're looking at her now. It's
crazy. You're looking at her now.
So there's some people that those type of people I can't have in my house. But then think about this, boys. Yeah, the maddest things that have happened in people's houses from people that people trust. Like,
it's from the people in the house.
Like, family, you just think, that person is shitty.
Yeah.
And then the maddest thing happens.
But the amount of uncles you've heard that have molested fucking
nieces
and nephews and stuff, like, nah.
You have to be some certain kind of sick.
I was talking to one of my boys, and his dad's friend came to the house, looked at the daughter and said, I remember you when I used to change your underwear. And when I used to change your Pampers. The dad said, get out of my house. Like,
oh, really?
He goes, never say that again to my child.
To be honest,
that's not.
But we'll think about the
and she was like early teens, bro. No.
I remember when I used to change your Pampers.
Yeah.
I remember when you were young.
I can understand why a father would have an issue with that. Yeah. Nah.
Oh, you can't say that. You don't say that to child.
No. It's creepy, bro. Creepy.
But
no, you're just imagine them. There was so little before, but now you're going.
No.
But can't you say that in a non-creepy way?
I think you can.
Yes. And should I tell you how you say it? Should I tell you how you say it? I remember you when you were younger.
Yeah, but
same exact thing.
You lot are reading too much into that.
I think that might be a little bit read into. And the reason, no. But listen, everyone reserves the right to be like, I don't mess with those type of comments. But like, if someone has said to me, David, I used to change his Pampers. Like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't read to me as creepy. It just reads to me as, like, I knew you since you were very kid. Of course, you could say I knew you as a kid, but that's just a figure of speech, which I could feel comfortable with.
There's many ways, bro. I remember when you used to fit in my hand. I remember when I used to carry you. You're saying the same thing.
Think about this. Uncles. What do we say about uncles right now? I remember you when I sit on my lap. I remember when you like people's uncles say. I remember you when you were just like this. Like, that's also like, it depends on the intentions of the person that's talking about it. Like, for example, I've had uncles or aunties, whoever, say to me, I remember you when, like, that's why I didn't feel it was mad. Yeah. When I used to change your Pampers, that was a thing that they just used to say.
Or when I used to carry you, when I even used to bath you or something.
Yeah, like it wasn't anything that was crazy to me.
Yeah.
But if an uncle said that to a girl that he's already asking her to come, oh, you're so grown. I remember you when you were young.
That's how it was presented.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it goes like, you're a big girl. You're a big girl now. Remember when I used to change your pampers? It's creepy, my guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that whole you're a big girl now. No. Just refrain from saying it.
Yeah,
like, do you know what's crazy?
Bro, don't say that to my dog, bro.
Man.
No, but I remember when my what's she to me? Is it cousin or something? She texted me on Instagram, and then my fashion on Instagram. And I was like, oh, I remember when you were young. Like, I remember now you're like, I saw a picture, you're grown now.
Yeah, that's literally me as well. Are we all good? Sorry, that was literally me now. Like, there's people now that I'm seeing again. Like, I haven't seen them for years. Literally since they were young, since they were babies. Yeah. And now I'm seeing them, I'm like, I can't help but feel old and be like, jeez.
Yeah.
I literally remember you when you were young. And you're so big now.
It depends on how you say it, and now you're like, I don't know. I don't know.
Because if an older man is saying it to a younger woman, maybe you should be careful with that type of conversation.
Yeah.
But if it's a
has a weird negative connotation.
I understand.
You can just avoid it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could say what you want to say without having to say it that way.
So how are you like? Oh my god, you're so grown now.
No, it's just like.
Because I was saying you're so big now is like negative to girls.
Even that can be twisted into something else.
So that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. That's negative to some people. I don't see it. Obviously, the context is important.
Yeah.
Because I've said, like, literally at OC just the other day, there was someone. This guy's tall. I remember. We were the big boys. I think it was
same. A lot of people come OC now that I've known
for years, and I'm just like, I literally remember you when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And I've not seen you so long, and now you're like, this guy, you're massive. You're what? So it's like, it's this like, it's a conversation that I understand the complexity of it because of the abuse that happens with those type of things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I say
it's very nuanced.
Yeah,
because it could just be said completely innocently.
Yeah,
or on the other side, it could
Pampers,
be said,
and he was being weird with Pampers.
Could be said with ill intent.
He might be weird with Pampers. Yeah. No, he gets like that. No. Some people are strange, man. People are strange. No, it's true. What was I gonna say to you?